Hey guys, Megan, I just wanted to update you on our adoption process. It's been about 5 months since we've updated you last, and a lot has happened since then. We've moved. We wanted to move for quite a while now and thought it would be best to move before our little girl comes home to limit the transition process that's already going to naturally take place. So we've moved. We were $29,000 funded for our adoption. We've got $6,000 to go, and we've seen God move in just incredible ways through our support system of family and friends and people that we've
Random strangers.
met. Random strangers have been incredibly giving towards our adoption, and we've just been blown away by it. So it's been cool to watch God work. We went to a Rooted in Love conference through the organization that we're actually adopting through, called Lifeline. And at that conference, we were able to meet other families that are going through the adoption process and are in various differing stages of that process. So it was really cool to spend a weekend with people that are really going through the same stuff or have gone through the same stuff that we're going through currently. And to just, we've made some connections. There's actually a family here in Kansas that we plan to
Share the journey with.
And it's just been really cool to see God kind of place in front of us some connector points and cross our paths with people that are on this same journey. What's the next thing, babe?
Our home study was finalized.
Our home study was finalized in April, and I will let Meg tell you kind of where we're at on the other parts of our process.
So yeah, we finished our home study in April. After we moved, they had to come out and just do a couple update things so we could get that going. And from there, we sent that packet of information to India. So our first interaction with India took place like May 15th, I believe. So we were registered on to their database to wait for initial approval, which could be an 18 to 22 week wait at this time. And so in a couple days, we'll be on week 8 of that wait. And after that, after we get that initial approval, then we can be matched. So it could be any time from the next day to about 6 months, they've said, for matching. So then it will get really real for us, I think. At that point, now it's just kind of, paperwork process and fundraising, and the kids don't really understand totally, and I don't know that we fully understand totally, but after that, it will be, after we're matched, they said about 9 to 12 months is what the timeline is they're seeing right now, for everything to kind of come through, for her to come home, for us to be able to travel and bring her home, which I don't know if we've mentioned, but that looks like us being in country for 10 to 12 days, where we get to go to her city, and we'll see her a couple times in a row in a few days. And then once they're comfortable with us being with her, then we'll take her, and she is ours. And then we travel to Delhi, which is the capital, and do her physical, just some more legal stuff with the embassy there. And then we come home, and life begins as a family of 5. So that's kind of where we're at. Timelines can change. They change all the time with just any government organization. You have turnover, you have to retrain employees. It's just a backlog of paperwork and just that kind of thing. So we're excited. We also last week got our immigration approval from the US. So they said that we can adopt a little girl from India. So that's just another step in the process that we're excited to get. Anything, we're just like, yes, one step closer.
So we'd ask for your guys' prayer on multiple fronts. We do have $6,000 yet to raise, and we're confident that the Lord will bring people to us that would like to give towards our adoption. And on another note, on another note, we'd really just like prayer for us not having really setting expectations on a timeline that really only God knows, and we throw out these different weeks and months, and this could happen and that could happen, but we really, even when this process becomes more real and we have a name and we have a face, that we would yield to God's timing in all of this, and keep that perspective at the forefront, because He is in control and we are not. And so we just appreciate your guys' prayer on that. And anything else?
And just for us to remember that He, even though we are not there and can't protect her, He is there with her and loving her better than we ever could. We don't know if she's been born yet. There's a possibility that she has been, but just pray for her too. In all of this, obviously she's going to go through some sort of trauma to where she is losing her family, and then she's going to go through another trauma when she loses her caregivers from the orphanage and gets brought to a completely new country, flies on an airplane for the first time. It's just going to be a lot for her to process. So that's a ways down the road, but it's on our radar and something we're excited about and praying for, and just trusting God in the unknown.
Lastly, we want to just thank you guys for your prayers, your financial support. Tell you we love you, we see Christ in you, and just thank you for joining us in this adventure we're on.